people see you as this sort of muse, or you give a lot of new ideas, a lot of creativity, even without trying. It's not like you're sitting down with people brainstorming. This could be in a social setting. People are talking to you and they like what for whatever reason you really get people to open up. And so they just start talking to you and then it's like, oh, they have these aha moments as they're talking things through and people come up with ideas. That's that Page of Wands energy. You're just a very creative person, and without trying, just being you, just having normal everyday conversations, you spark this creativity in other people. That is, we need people like you. Like we need people like you in the world, but to get other people's minds to start turning and thinking in different ways. And so that's a huge thing about you, is that you just get people to start thinking differently. And I mean, not like people are stealing your ideas, that by any means, and you may have had to deal with that in the past, or people just being copycats, um, because they lack their own originality, and people copy when because they feel like, oh, this is something safe to do, even if it's something they've never done. They copy because they're like, oh, I see someone else doing it, therefore I do it. People are sheep, right? But it's not just this copying, it's this inspiration, this creative spark that you offer people. It's like your flame is so bright, right? Your aura is so bright that people who are willing and have their own torch are like, ooh, I'll have some of that, thank you so much. Like, it's not taking anything from you, but it is helping to ignite others. And this is coming out of this place of you kind of being molded into this version of yourself. You had been molded into this version of yourself in the past. And like I mentioned before, because you've had people copy you, even like I imagine like young, like grade school age, you come to school with a pair of shoes no one's seen or had, and then all of a sudden like somebody else has got them and somebody else has got them. It's stuff like that that you've probably seen patterns throughout your life. And now that you are getting a bit older, you realize like, oh, like, no, I'm just a creative person. I inspire people. Not everyone's just a copycat. Like, especially as you kind of get around people who are more your vibe, you recognize like it's cool to like give people some creative inspiration, or to like help give them a little bit of a spark. We've got Hangman in reverse here as well. So you are someone who is out of the ordinary, whether um, dress differently, or you like listen to music that people wouldn't think you'd listen to. You just kind of always supersede expectations, and you do not fit into a box or into any sort of stereotype. That's another thing that like draws people towards you, because you make people feel really comfortable experimenting, especially like with style, like outwardly, but also um, just like sharing ideas, like just you make people feel comfortable being creative and trying. And a lot of times it can feel for people like cringe, or like everyone's watching me, I don't want people to watch me. And so people won't try for fear of judgment, and you just kind of give this judgment free vibe that people are like, you know what, I've had like, I bet you've heard people's business ideas. I bet you've heard more than one person's business idea, because for whatever reason, and it's this reason is because you have this creative energy. Like your aura is like a torch of creativity, a creative spark, that for whatever reason they feel compelled, because they're in a safe creative space with you. So I get like that's something you're learning more and more about yourself. And whether you are an art teacher or a writer or creative, um, something like that, where you do share your skill with other people. And teacher comes up heavily because obviously you have this spark that you give to other people. So it'd be really great to like be able to give something like that to students, or even clients if you're a coach or something like that. Um, so you have that spark that you give. That's all.